Welcome back. Now, a humanitarian crisis is looming in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital in northeast Nigeria, after the floods that have ravaged a large part of the city, leaving thousands of residents trapped. Reports reveal that graveyards had been submerged while dangerous animals which escaped from the popular Maiduguri Zoo, Shehu Sanda Kiarimi Park, have been washed away into the communities, as authorities urge citizens now to take necessary precautions to avoid the animals. Meanwhile, no fewer than 200 prisoners have escaped the Nigeria Correctional Service in Maiduguri, blamed, of course, as a result of a jailbreak now blamed on the flood. A manhunt is already underway to locate and recapture the escaped inmates, with law enforcement agencies mobilizing additional resources now. Now, sources say the flooding has caused extensive damage to the prison facility, breaching security barriers and weakened structural supports. Seen as the worst in decades now, the flood has displaced thousands of residents and affected facilities such as the post office and the Maiduguri Teaching Hospital. Humanitarian authorities say the scale of this disaster necessitates a comprehensive response to ensure that all affected individuals receive the assistance they require. President Bola Tinubu has already expressed deep concern and has given all the assurance that he will support the state government to ensure that the situation is properly dealt with. In fact, the military has actually gone in there and other humanitarian agencies to assist and help the people, especially those who are trapped. And of course, the vice president was also in the city recently and gave all the assurance that the federal government will do everything to deal with the situation. So for now, well, the flood water is receding, but then things are very tough. Some people are now returning to their homes to see how badly damaged those homes are. And some, of course, just have nowhere to return to. It's a very sad situation. And of course, everyone is hoping that something is done about this as quickly as possible. I've now been joined on the program by public affairs analyst Umar Aminu, who joins us from Kebbi State to discuss this issue further. Mr. Aminu, thank you very much for joining us on the program. Quite a terrible situation we are seeing in Maiduguri, and this flooding, of course, blamed on the damage now to the Alu Dam. But then this is unprecedented to see, you know, huge swathes of the city covered by water. Give me your thoughts on this.
My pleasure to be on the program, Mr. DG. Really, I joined the nation in commiserating with the people of Borno State, the resilient people of Borno State, with this huge disaster of a magnitude unprecedented in this level of floods that affect the metropolis of Maiduguri. My thought on this is the factors that have underlined the floods are so many to say, but I would encourage the authorities to listen to the professionals and everyone hinting on this issue, because it is not a blame game. When natural disasters strike, we always have to go in and rethink so that we can evade the inevitable disasters that are there. Global warming is one of the things that are cited even by the government as the cause, because the level of rainfall, as we can see, is going greater than what is known in the past due to the issue of global warming. That said, dams by their nature are infrastructure that need maintenance, because they have the natural tear and wear of, siltation and sand deposit accumulation, which always is there to reduce their capacity to hold water. In Nigeria, we have 12 river basin development authorities, which oversee our natural resources for the economic benefit of the nation. And in the region we are talking about, the Chad Basin Development Authority is responsible for managing the waterways for the economic benefits of the people there. So this dam is one that is under that authority. So you can see there are a lot of factors that we need to see, that even regulation on how our people build on waterways, is always a concern. So you can see it from many point of view, but the most important is management of our dams. Because when you go to history, this dam has a beleaguered history. When you look at it. From the time it was built, it have busted like 2 times. So,
Oh, really?
So this is my take for now.
I'm happy you just mentioned the fact that this dam has, we've had, the dam has had problems on 2 occasions. So how come nobody saw this coming and to fix it before it happened?
You see, we need to have the assessment of professionals. What I would say is whenever something of this magnitude occur, then we need to have independent inquiry into the issues from professionals. But I know professionals have long been raising issues that our dams are accumulating sand, and there is huge silt accumulation in our dams, which need to be, dredged, because sands accumulate by the natural tear and wear when you build dams, and that reduces their capacity to hold water. When you have something like this coupled with the global warming, the level of rainfall is increasing, you see you have a very volatile situation which needs a double effort in seeing to the management of dams. Because you see in the past history, even where dams did not break did not collapse or break their banks, just the management of the release of water may cause problem
That's
downstream in many occasions. So I think that independent inquiry is needed, but really the people of Borno, our heart goes to them, because this is a colossal damage which have touched every fabric of the civility of life in Maiduguri, from health, from social security. You can see even the inmates, the criminals. So it has touched them in a way is just, we can only imagine when you find out even the palace or of their the highest ranking monarch in the city is in a deluge of these waters. So the level is unprecedented, and we pray that the National Emergency Agency and the state emergency agencies of neighboring state and the international humanitarian organization will swing into action, and we hail each and sundry that is there trying to help these victims.
Now, this is a state that was already dealing with a very serious humanitarian crisis, and now you have this. You look at what has just happened, and you look at what the people had been going through before now. How bad does it look now?
It is really very gloomy, but when you look forward, you always look in hope. And that's why I address the good people of Borno as resilient. Coming out of this insurgency issue, when we think that it is dying out, just recently when you look at the bomb blast and this issue, you will see that really the people of Borno have gone into some sort of different tribulations recently. But we look forward to alleviating and helping them out of this situation they are in, because really this is a huge emergency that needs all hands on deck, especially when I heard about this zoo that some of the dangerous animals have now escaped, and you see it's an additional danger that is there which need to be contained as fast as could be possible.
How worried are you by the jailbreak that happened in Maiduguri?
Well, the jailbreak is a great concern because you see the people that are in the jail, most often you find that you can have convicted people in the jail, and looking at what is happening, the insurgency that is coming there, there is a strong possibility that some of these escapees may be of sort of types, and you see they are additional danger ahead of just ordinary criminals. So you see it's a great concern, and with the level of this deluge already in the city, the Nigerian Correctional Service and all other law enforcement agencies would be retarded in how efficiently they can work to try to salvage and return these culprits back to where they deserve to be. So this is a great concern because ordinarily you don't have jailbreaks just like that, but even if they happen maybe in an ordinary situation, not a state of emergency situation as we have in Borno, which make it even more difficult to to capture these people back. So really it's a concern. That's why I say it's a multifaceted issue we are dealing with. Every aspect of the civility of Maiduguri is touched with this plot. That's why all efforts need to be geared to regain some of the, ordinary standard of living that is supposed to be enjoyed by humans in an ordinary situation, being brought back to the people of Maiduguri and environs.
Mr. Umar Aminu, Public Affairs Analyst, thank you very much for coming on the show. Thanks a lot for giving us your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. All right, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back to continue this discussion. Stay with us, don't go away. Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal. How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
When you go into public office, you must be ready to answer to the people.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On DEJI360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, and use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
DEJI360, dissecting the issues.